Good evening. You're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. We begin with this story. Hiker JASLINDA Saludin, who was reported missing since May 24th while trekking at Batu Puteh Mountain, is found safe near Lubuk Gaharu village on Saturday afternoon. Her location has been verified and confirmed by Perak Fire and Rescue Department Director Datuk Sayani Saidon.
In a statement, Sayani says that the missing hiker was found by a villager, Nazri Baeng, at about 3 p.m. He then informed his nephew in Johor, who subsequently lodged a report to the authorities. At the same time, Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim expresses gratitude following the breaking news. In a Facebook post, he thanked the volunteers and rescue teams as well as the indigenous community for helping and protecting the victim. JASLINDA was a part of a group of 14 hikers and 2 forestry mountain guides who began the Trans-Spencer Chapman expedition at 2 a.m. on May 23rd. She and another hiker reportedly experienced health problems and stopped the climb. However, JASLINDA later continued towards the summit and was last seen on May 24th before being reported missing.
The United States and Iran have once again exchanged strikes, with American forces targeting Iranian drones and radar sites, while Iran fired missiles at U.S. bases in the Gulf. The U.S. Central Command, in a statement, says its forces intercepted and shot down 4 Iranian drones launched towards the Straits of Hormuz.
Following the attack, CENTCOM says the U.S. forces subsequently struck Iranian coastal surveillance radar sites in Goruk and on Qasem Island, saying the drones posed an immediate threat to regional maritime traffic. In response, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps IRGC on Saturday says it struck enemy bases in Kuwait and Bahrain, including the Ali Al Salem Air Base in Kuwait and key U.S. Navy Fifth Fleet facilities in Bahrain using ballistic missiles. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump, in an interview late Friday, said Iran still retains war-fighting capacity.
And most of the missile manufacturing areas have been knocked out, but they still have capacity. They have some missiles, they have some drones. I would say percentage-wise, maybe 21, 22% of their missiles. It's a lot of missiles, but it's not what it was when we first attacked.
Nearly 500 Ebola cases have now been confirmed in the deadly outbreak raging in Central Africa, according to a WHO overview released Saturday, amid mounting concern over the swelling scale of the epidemic. In its daily situation update, the World Health Organization tallied 452 confirmed cases, including 82 deaths, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, where the outbreak was declared 3 weeks ago.
In neighboring Uganda, meanwhile, officials counted 19 confirmed cases, including 2 deaths. The total of 471 cases and 84 deaths, based on numbers reported by the DRC and Ugandan governments, marks a jump of 100 cases and 20 deaths from just a day earlier. The surge comes amid warnings that the outbreak, which the WHO has declared an international public health emergency, could eventually swell to become the largest on record.
Alors la situation aujourd'hui sur le terrain il est toujours inquiétante dans le sens où les dernières 24 heures il y a autour de 65 cas confirmés. Donc cela relate encore une fois que la situation reste très inquiétante autour de l'Itourie. Cela dit, il y a beaucoup d'efforts qui ont été mis en place. Il y a une augmentation de systèmes de testing.
A top official at the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said Friday that models indicate that without strong public health interventions, the current outbreak risks rivaling the scale of the 2014 West Africa epidemic, which saw over 28,000 cases and more than 11,000 deaths.
Welcome back. Sarawak Premier Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg remains tight-lipped and declined to elaborate on speculation that the state election could be held within the next 100 days. When asked by reporters after officiating Sarawak Career and Training Fair as CEASEFIRE 2026 today, he light-heartedly said he was unaware of the speculation previously raised by Deputy Premier Datuk Amar Dr. Sim Koi Hian.
Ni saya tahu. Sini tanya Dato' Sim. Saya asyik tahu. Tanya Dato' Sim. Saya asyik tahu. Okey. Okey. Terima kasih.
On Thursday, Sim hinted that the state election could be held within the next 100 days. On the same note, Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah also commented on the speculation, saying that only the Sarawak Premier has the prerogative to determine the election date. Despite the current speculation, all parties are well aware that the election will be held in the near future, as the current Sarawak Legislative Assembly's term is scheduled to expire this year. At the same event, Abang Johari says that ICAT's University College has officially been upgraded to a full-fledged university after fulfilling all the requirements set by the Ministry of Higher Education. The matter was formalized via a confirmation from the federal government.
Saya mengambil kesempatan ini untuk memaklumkan kerajaan Sarawak telah menerima keputusan kerajaan pusat bahawa University ICAT will become a full-fledged university. Now with a full-fledged university, with a new campus di Tombol berdepan dengan laut, there you are, you have all this facility. The next thing is just to pursue your ambition and realize your ambition for Sarawak's future.
With its new status, Sarawak now has 2 state-owned universities, including University of Technology Sarawak in Cebu. This upgrade, the Premier adds, will provide a significant boost to the state's higher education development, as both institutions are focused on technology-based programs, including an aerospace course introduced this year. Commenting on the development of ICAT's new campus in Trombol, he says the project is being carried out in phases, with an estimated cost of 400 million ringgit, including the construction of student hostel accommodations.
On another development, Abang Johari states that Bintulu is poised to become a production hub for space technology cells as Sarawak accelerates its drive into high-tech industries and the new economy. Sarawak is ramping up preparations for this technology through strategic international partnerships.
Hari itu, orang nak keluar elektrik, di angkasa lepas. Without battery, research is being done now to keluar elektrik di angkasa lepas, di mana cahaya matahari di-split, dipecah dengan sikit cahaya yang mengeluarkan elektron, akan menjadi bahan mengeluarkan elektrik di dalam satelit. Ini semua bagus tu. Sebab kita nak prepare ke arah teknologi tersebut, God willing, Sarawak will be producing the cell that split the light from Bintulu. Walaupun kita kerjasama dengan Korea, ya kita tahu cahaya lah, untuk cahaya matahari dipotong. Ada wafer di tengah, untuk wafer, ya cahayanya di tengah wafer.
The government has approved up to 50 million ringgit from the High Impact Program Fund under the Skills Development Fund Corporation (PTPK) to strengthen the implementation of TVET 2.0. Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim says the funding is subject to conditions where employers and industry players must work closely with the government to ensure the success of the TVET 2.0 agenda.
membenarkan sehingga 50 juta ringgit daripada dana program berimpak tinggi di bawah PTPK digunakan untuk TVET 2.0. Syaratnya, ada syarat. Majikan dan industri bekerjasama dengan kerajaan, khususnya dalam majlis TVET, untuk menjayakannya supaya ada penyelarasan.
At the same time, Anwar says the implementation of TVET 2.0 is a wise decision as artificial intelligence, cryptology and energy transition have become key global priorities. Meanwhile, Anwar says all government training and research institutions is required to provide training programs in new fields to selected TVET students beginning July. At least 50 to 100 TVET students at each selected institution will be given early training opportunities in emerging and high technology fields such as artificial intelligence, cryptology, and energy transition. He also urged that TVET graduates to be given fair wages in line with their value and market demand in the industry.
The Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development targets the tabling of the Senior Citizens Bill before the end of 2026 to improve protection and welfare for the elderly. Its Minister Datuk Sri Nancy Shukri says work on the Special Act has been underway for 2 years, backed by continuous public surveys and engagement sessions. Nancy is urging stakeholders to submit feedback to fill any existing gaps in the draft comprehensively.
Sebenarnya kita dia taklah kira sehingga kita rasa macam kita dah nak bentangkan kita setiap. Cuma yang penting negeri-negeri perlu menyetujuinya. Kalau mereka rasa masih ada kekurangannya, kita we welcome lah dia punya feedback. Yang penting jangan hanya tidak bersetuju tanpa memberi feedback. Itu yang kita nak dengar daripada mereka. Jadi tak kiralah katalah ada lagi yang masih ketinggalan. InsyaAllah kita akan bawa mereka sama dan untuk percepatkan malah kita akan ada Zoom sekali. Zoom meeting dengan pihak-pihak yang berkepentingan. Ya.
Speaking to reporters in Kuching today, Nancy reveals that Deputy Prime Minister Dato' Amar Fadillah Yusof has directed the ministry to present the Senior Citizens Bill to Cabinet within the next 6 months.
Get all the updates you need all in one app. TVS Inspire brings you live updates on events, news and programs. Available now on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. TVS Inspire will on your screen anytime, anywhere. Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.